It's Bobby G here, midday guy for 103 GBF. I am on the air every weekday from 9 until 2. So that means obviously the first half of my day, the first big chunk of my day is spent down in the 103 GBF studios. But when I get off the air, that doesn't mean my day is done. In fact, I probably do more work when I'm off the air than when I'm actually on the air. So that means the rest of my time is spent here in my office. And I thought I would just take a minute to give you a look around my office and a little explanation of some of the things that I have. Let's go. All right, so in no particular order, I'm just gonna start with whatever is closest to me and just work my way around the office. Here's one of my favorite things. This is an autographed picture from Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, former UFC fighter, a UFC Hall of Famer. He was in town a few years ago for an MMA show, and I had the pleasure of interviewing him and getting his autograph. Here is a neat little plaque thingy that we got from our friends at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. This was after our first year of the Radiothon. It shows how much money we raised, and you'll notice the call letters. Instead of WGBF, we are now WGFB. But nonetheless, the thought was really cool from our St. Jude folks. Then all the way down here on the floor, you see the one from 2012. They did get the call letters right, and you see that we raised about $8,000 more our second year. I have not hung that in obviously almost 4 years' time, and I do not have the plaques for 2013 and on up. What's this here? Oh, this is just a box full of sample shirts for our sister station, ESPN Evansville 105.3, which I am the program director for that station. Well, here's my handy dandy rotating fan. Now, every summer I've needed this thing in this office because this office gets really hot. Or should I say, it used to get really hot. You might remember I did a video where I talked about how hot my office was. Come to find out, that vent right there was closed. So I wasn't getting any of the air that was kicking through it. So maybe I won't need that fan anymore this summer. We'll see. Now, as I was thinking about doing this video and I was looking at things around my office, I ran across these goodies here in this drawer here. Let me just show you what I have in this drawer. Just sitting locked away, hidden away. It's a bunch of signed things that I really should get framed or do something with. Here's an autographed picture of Stained to 103 GBF. An autographed picture from In This Moment. A couple different Shinedown autographs, that's to 103 GBF, and then this one is personalized to me. This is from the last time they were in town, a couple summers ago. Obviously they're coming back to town May 3rd for a 103 GBF Damn Loud Rock Show. Here's one of my favorites, Alice in Chains, when they came and played the Old National Events Plaza. One of the best live shows I've ever been to. And then finally we've got Adelita's Way, their signature. They were in town along with Shinedown and In This Moment when I got all those other autographs. So these are just in my drawer, being wasted, not being displayed at all. I really should do something with those. Here's maybe one of the oldest things in my office. This little doodad was a gift that I got from an old friend of mine, Jesse, from the Lucky Lady. Over the years, I've had a feature on 103 GBF called the G-Spot. It started out as being a feature about telling a dirty joke, and then it became the G-Spot All Request Lunch Hour. And one time, Jesse brought in a young lady from the Lucky Lady, and he brought this cool plaque. I like to collect things that say G on it, like this big red G. This is just a signed sample that a buddy of mine from a sign company gave me. I've got some oatmeal on my desk because I like to eat oatmeal, and sometimes I need a little something to eat. And you can see right there a disgusting bowl that has dried up, nasty oatmeal residue on it. This jobby right here, you might recognize this thing. This is it's a suction cup for your car, and it holds your cell phone in it. Except we don't use it for that purpose. We use that here in the radio station. Actually, lots of folks in the building use this particular one to help shoot videos with our phones, because sometimes we need a contraption to hold the phone for us. So we take this suction cup and we put it on this plate, we lock it in place, then we can use it to hold the camera for us. See how well that works? It's awesome. Here's a random picture of an old radio, and you'll see across the office another one, and some other old-timey radio things. Why do I have those in here? Well, the guy who used to have this office collected things like that, and when he retired and left, he left those up on the wall. Something else that guy left, which is one of my favorite things in this office, is the mini fridge, sucker. Me and my buddy Ryan O'Brien use this mini fridge to keep our coffee creamer in, and I have some, oh, you wanna see something neat? How about some cherry apple cider from the fall festival? Oh, that was only what, 4 months ago, 5 months ago? That's all. Oh, what do we have here? Yes, indeed. These 2 binders contain information and some programming stuff to help us prepare for our annual St. Jude Radiothon, which is coming up on March 3rd and 4th. Our 2-day radiothon to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So those folks send us a bunch of information each year to help us talk about that stuff on the radio. So can't wait to do that. Here's a neat little artifact. You see this says adults only entertainment. Now you would think, why does he have some naughty stuff in his office? Well, I don't. This is actually an old advertisement for WGBF AM. This was given to me by a woman who has worked here for years and years and years. Her mother actually worked here way back in the day, and she found this at home, and she gave this to me. Very nice gift from Miss Linda that gave me this thing here. I got to have my stereo. This allows me to listen to. Right now, I'm listening to ESPN Evansville 105.3 because I do program that station, but I also listen to 103 GBF all the time while I'm in my office. This here is the setup for that sister station, ESPN Evansville 105.3. It currently sits unmanned and unused, but you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, that's the window into the empty ESPN studio connected to my office. And then finally kind of making our way full circle here, just got some pictures up in my windowsill. Me and my family, my daughter, my son. I got some pictures of my wife over there, some old golf pictures, things like that. Coming back around to the front of the desk. There you have it. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? That was something, all right. I apologize if this was completely boring and an absolute waste of your time. When I was thinking about this as a video, in my head it seemed a little more interesting than I think it turned out to be. But I guess you'll have that. A little trial and error. But I appreciate you indulging me on a quick little tour around my office. I thank you for sure for listening to me each weekday here on 103 GBF, and I thank you for being a subscriber, if you are one, to our YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber yet, what the heck, man? Subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching. Later.